What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I had a recent subscriber say, can you make a video on how to save money on bookings? I'm planning on traveling, thanks. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my hidden tricks, my secrets I use when booking accommodations wherever I travel throughout the world. I'm hoping this information can help you guys save hundreds of dollars, whether it's through Airbnb, Kayak, Agoda, or even booking.com. If any of this information in the following video helps you, please hit the subscribe button and let me know any information or topics you would like to know more about with traveling, money hacks, and possible destinations you'd like to go to. Let's get to it. When looking for a stay, the first thing you have to figure out is the days that you're looking for. I always start with Kayak when I personally book things, only because they offer multiple packages. If you're looking for flights, stays, car rentals, all of the above they have. For this example, you guys, we're only going to use the places that I've recently been to when I traveled for over a month, and we're going to focus on Bangkok, Thailand. So we're going to look at the end of July of 2025. So let's just focus on the second to last week. We're looking for a 6-night stay, 1 room, 1 adult. Let's start with Kayak. When I first start looking for a stay, me personally, I'd rather save money than stay at a super nice place and spend money. I'm always looking for deals for whatever I can find. I'm doing nightly plus local tax and fees, 1 night at a time, and I can do the math in my head for the total week that we'll be spending. I try and stay below roughly $40 a night just to start off, because I want to see an idea of where all these places are. Many people, they start by looking at accommodations based off visual, the picture of the place. For me personally, I like to look at the map and see specifically where these places are located, and then I go off of pictures after that. Location to me is more important than how a hotel looks. Is it close to a BTS? Is it close to a local tourist spot? Maybe a park? Maybe you're looking for activities to do. The way the hotel looks will not determine anything around the hotel. It can be a beautiful place, but there's nothing to do around within a 2 to 3 mile radius. So I'm always focused on location first. So when looking at location for this, obviously many people, they want to stay in the big, heavy places. If you want to stay in central Bangkok, which is where I'm currently moving my cursor on the screen, you more than likely will pay more, or you'll be paying less for a hostel or a shared place with other people. That's another thing you have to consider. Do you want to share a place, or do you want to actually be by yourself? The price will differentiate, so you have to understand what are you willing to spend and what are you willing to have with around you, people-wise. Let's focus on the area of Siam. We're going to look at the Central World area, Terminal 21, the MBK Center. There's many food courts, there's many things to do around this area. There's multiple BTSs on Rama 1. So that's what we're going to focus on. In this area, it is very heavy tourist. So there's not going to be many accommodations within the downtown or the central area of all these shopping centers. They will be more pricey. So what I like to do when I'm looking for these places, I'll find areas outside that are near a BTS or near easy transportation. So when looking at this, there's multiple places that I can already see that are under $20, but those are more than likely going to be hostels, and that all comes in to what you want to do personally for you spending money. So let's just focus on something that's a little pricey, just to get an idea of what we can find. So we see there's a few 40 in this area. So I'm going to click on one of these just to see a picture now. The rating, I do look at the rating, but when I go back to look at the reviews, I only go back up to 6 to 8 months. Many of these places, they update when they have bad reviews. They fix what they find customers in the past have complaints about. So don't go back 2 years and say, oh, this person was very upset about this specific instant. 2 years ago is very different from now. The same way 6 months ago can be very different from now. We're looking for cheap accommodations. Nothing's going to be perfect unless you want to spend out of pocket and break the bank. You have to understand that. So when clicking around, $40 a night, that is pretty pricey. I've had hotels and hostels I've stayed at that were under $20, and a few were even under $15 a night. So it's all about your personal preference. For this example, I'm going to find a place that's very cheap, that looks very nice, has good reviews. It's in a very good area for transportation. So that's what we're going to look for. So this hostel is woman only. Always look at the description. Some places, It's only for males, it's only for females. You have to understand that. The reviews always matter as well. So here's a place called Groove at Siam. $34 a night. This is all the fees included. Nightly stay, 8.1 review. Let's look at this one. So on Kayak first, I'm looking at this place. I like to see a few photos. I like to see a good review. I like to understand what the idea is with everything. And right away, like I told you guys in the previous opening of this video, I use multiple bookings. I use Airbnb, I use Kayak, I use Booking.com, I use Agoda. And currently right now it shows the cheapest can be on one of the options I use at Agoda. So just knowing that, say I like this place. Okay, I could book this on Kayak right now, and it's going to be roughly $34 a night, as you can see up here in the top. Do I want to try and save more money? Yes, that's the whole point of cheap spending, cheap stays. You want to save money and find a way to save, to spend on extra activities, extra foods, extra transportation. Maybe you can save enough money over a 6-night stay that the 7th night, if you want to stay again, that's free from the money you saved the previous 6 days. You have to be considerate. Don't be judgmental when you book with any place. You have to be open-minded. Notice how Booking.com, $37, Booking.com, $40. What extra taxes could they tack on when I check in? Is there a security deposit? All security deposits, if there's no damage done to the room you stay in, you will get that back fully, 100%. Always know the hidden fees. Don't just book based off, oh my gosh, $30 a night, this is cheap. Do your research. There's time to book when you plan in advance. There's no rush to this. So it all depends. If there's 2 people traveling, there you go. 2 beds, split the price in half, $15 a night per person. You can't beat that when you travel to a city like Bangkok, where there's so much stuff to do. So we're going to switch over to Agoda now. It's cheaper, and we're going to see what this deal looks like on their website. Before I continue on with finding this exact spot on this other search engine, I want you guys to understand, if you have a VPN, VPNs come in very high quality standards when trying to book a place. I've had many instances, for me personally, I've had a VPN and I changed my location to Vietnam or Malaysia or Singapore or back to the United States, even though I'm currently in Thailand. And this could save you a few $100s over a month stay somewhere. A VPN is very important. If you're interested in a VPN and signing up, I'll put a link below in the description. Check it out. It's very useful. It's helped me save a lot of money. So we're focused on Agoda now. So searching the Groove at Siam, we are focused on the same dates, July 20th to July 26th. 1 adult, 1 room. And right away, look at this. On Booking.com, the price said $30 US. Right away, as you can see, $27 and the price has dropped. So let's click on the Groove at Siam. Let's look at this on Agoda website. $27. If we go back to Kayak, this deal was $34 a night. On Agoda, it's $27. You're saving $7 a night off the bat. So over a 6-day stay, $7 times 6, you're saving $42. Over in Thailand, $42 can feed you for the week. So right there, just going off a different search engine and a different booking company, you're saving enough money to feed yourself for the week. That's a win. That's huge, you guys. You have to expand and look in different locations. For this example, I'm only using Kayak and Agoda. Booking.com and Airbnb will not be featured. If you'd like to see those featured in a separate video on how to book for a cheap stay at Airbnb, monthly stay or weekly stay, comment below. Let me know other ideas you want to hear about. Booking on Agoda. Obviously, we're looking at the pictures. This place looks nice. Groove at Siam is perfect for solo travelers. That's what I'm doing. I'm a solo traveler. Obviously, the description is meant to meet your standards, but it's good to know location. That's why I use the map when I find these places. If you want to find a spot closer to the BTS, you can obviously go elsewhere. Here's a bed for a hostel. Bed 1 block hostel, $11 a night. This means you're going to be sharing a room with other people, but you have your own bed. It's only going to be $11, but if you're one of those people, for me personally, I don't mind staying in a hostel if I'm saving money. All you're doing when you stay somewhere, you need a bed, you need somewhere to sleep, you need somewhere to shower. It's that simple. If you want to be alone, you have to pay a little extra for that. Scrolling down, looking at these deals. Here we go, the cheapest price you've seen. So already off the bat, $7 discount. Price includes 55% discount as well. Free Wi-Fi, book and pay now. It's non-refundable. So if you want to have a refundable amount, oh my gosh, you'll have to pay an extra $2, you guys. That's nothing. So if you are one of those people that book and then say a month before the trip, you're thinking, I kind of want to find a different spot. You'll want to pay that little extra to have that free cancellation before a certain date. This stay starts July 20th. The cancellation is July 13th. That is a very, very good thing to do for a $2 extra per night. Me personally, I do a lot of research. I plan my stays, my location, my itinerary, how much I'll spend, local food spots. I plan all this before booking anything so that I know beforehand I'm secure staying here. That is my whole plan with this. Luggage storage is available, so if you want to get there sooner than the actual check-in time, which is 3 p.m., that is a late check-in for most places I have stayed at. You can show up and potentially give them your luggage before check-in, and they can watch over it, and you can walk around the area to get familiar with the environment. $175 for a 6-night stay. I'm going to show you guys a quick little plan that I recommend doing. Having an idea for where you're going to stay is very important. Location-wise, many people would not find this one perfect. I'm just showing you a quick example on how to look your way around, how to find your way to find different places. So we're looking at this specific location of Groove at Siam. When looking at this, on the web version for the desktop, you can honestly come up and click on view on the map or search on the map, and it will show you all these places if you highlight them where they specifically are on the map. It's amazing, you guys. Like, when you book places, don't focus on the physical appearance of what these places look like right away. Focus on location. Location with booking is way more important to me personally than just how a place looks. All you need is a bed to sleep on. And I'm a very cheap spending person, even though I have the money to spend. Why spend money if you don't have to? That's one thing I truly stand firm in. I stand firm in spending less to have a better experience outside of where I'm staying. Local places to visit, shopping malls, transportation is accessible. That's more important to me than just a place where I'm going to sleep for 8 to 9 hours a day and then I'm not there for the rest of the day. Because when you travel, you're out for the experience. You're not traveling just to sleep somewhere. So just looking at the map, on Agoda, we're focused on just the overall. I'm showing you guys how this works. You can find places for cheaper. I mean, if you want a hostel, $8 a night, you guys. $21 a night for a guest house. There's tons of ways to find this, and I recommend using the map search. The map search, it's a golden thing that many people don't use. They're focused on just the idea of visual of a place. They don't really care about the location. They don't care about the accommodations around the hotel. All they care about is what the place looks like they're going to sleep in. So if we take the pricing down to just under $40, it will give us more of a breakdown. Along the Siam area, it is more tourist heavy, so it's going to be a little pricey. But paying $27 a night, or even $37 a night, $28 a night, hostels for $18 a night. Understand that you have to look at the reviews, understand what's around the area. That is huge to comprehend when you book. If you want a spot that's right by a BTS, Siam may not be the area you want to stay in because cheaper prices will be around different BTSs in non-tourist areas. So now you know how to stack tools and strategies to find the best prices. If you plan ahead, compare smart, and potentially experiment with VPNs. Location when you book does change prices, you guys. Look into it. When you find places, focus on location, don't focus on the appearance. The outside world where you're sleeping is the main focus point when traveling. We travel for the experience, not just a nice place to stay, even though that is very comfortable. You're gonna save real money when you focus on the outside area compared to the hotel and the accommodation. Let me know in the comments below if you have any insight on what you use personally. And until next time, have fun with all your bookings.